Hey, what's up guys and gals, my name is Rick9G. I am so excited to finally have this video for you guys and gals. This is my first solo, the first time I fly in a plane by myself. I am super excited. As I said, I do want to let you know that I wasn't able to get audio to come in clearly on the video. That's just because I was really trying to focus on being safe and doing everything, so the camera would just position there and I was able to get that angle, which hopefully does pretty good for you. I have already shot the next video and that one does have complete audio, so you can hear the tower, myself, and the plane and everything that's going on. But for this one, I did want to capture this for you, and you will be able to see the shirt ceremony as well. So let's get right to it, guys and gals. So I'm going to do some post video commentary, guys and gals, and I just want to leave some of the highlights on here, of course, and some of the transitions into the important things as well. So this video pretty much starts out when Sam, my instructor, said, "Rick, I think you're ready to solo. It's time for me to step out of the plane." So he goes to the side and he turned off the plane and he said, "Hey, you just start from the very beginning, do what you gotta do." So I am doing things right now like checking the ATIS, which lets me know about wind, that lets me know which way I am taking off on the runway, lots of other information, basically getting the plane all set up with the GPS and so forth. All we do for this solo is 3 loops, 3 takeoffs, 3 landings around the airport with an altitude of about 1,400 feet, pretty much when you reach your peak altitude. It's pretty much at this point where I start to realize, oh my goodness, I am in complete control of this plane and I am by myself. Everything that the plane does will be a result of me and my responsibility. This is why you see this snicker on my face where I'm like, wow, this is incredible. And it really is to realize that. Now I'm performing the run-up, which is a lot of things. Basically, checking the plane in terms of safety, every component electronically and mechanically that's working well, and we are set for takeoff. That's what I'm going through the checklist. My next video will probably go through this more detailed so you can actually understand everything that I'm saying. But for now, just forward to when I get clearance for takeoff. Couple of things of note of while I'm doing here. There is a golf course off to the left hand side right off the end of the runway, and we're supposed to fly over it for a noise abatement procedure. So you make a hard left pretty much right after you take off, so you fly over that, and then you pretty much line up and you align yourself to the coast, which is pretty much right in front of you. I now begin my crosswind turn and try to fly perpendicular to the runway. It's at this point that I'm flying pretty much parallel with the runway. It is called the Downwind, and at this point I contact the tower letting them know that I am ready to come in for a landing, and they clear me so that I can turn left again for what is called the base turn. At this point I'm pretty much set up to land. I have my carb heat on, fuel pump, and landing light on as well. Good thing to note is that 20 degrees of flaps were used around this point before I turn my final, and it's just great. It's just great to be able to see this, and many of you may be thinking, what is going on through my mind? It's not worrying about it. It's not, will I make this landing? It is literally, I need to do something. I have a responsibility to get this plane on the ground, and you're just going through the motions, going through your training, and there's very little worrying. I'm not thinking about my dog, about my YouTube channel, not even about the camera. It's about getting the job done, guys and gals. I think I'll leave it all the way from here all the way to landing so you can see the whole process. I'm talking myself through the entire process. Again, no edits here up until the landing so you guys can see the entire thing, and hopefully you enjoy it. After cleaning up the plane, I go back to runway 21 and of course go for another takeoff and landing. I'm not going to show you the entire flight. I'm just going to show you the takeoff and the landing. You will notice in the second of these sequences, I have to do a go around, and that's because I didn't feel comfortable with the approach I had. My instructor encouraged that, and I'm glad I did that. It gave me confidence to be able to say, hey, if I don't make a good landing, it's not safe, then let me just go.
trapped.
You know, being able to see this, guys and gals, is so incredible. Putting all that work into being able to finally fly myself is just like an accomplishment that I can be proud of. Looking at my first video, barely able to keep the plane going in a straight line while it's on the ground, and then advancing to this, and knowing that I will even advance and improve every time that I fly. And I hope that this encourages you. I hope that this gives you some type of excitement in your life about being able to do something that you really want to do that maybe you've been putting off, or think that you may not have the capacity or just the ability to do. You have to put in hard work, but hard work does pay off, guys and gals, I promise you. Whenever a new pilot does his solo, the instructor cuts the back of his shirt. He said he was just gonna cut a little bit, and look at what he did. Really fun moment. It's like my little graduation, and I was just on the moon at this point, guys and gals. It represents when planes used to be open cockpit. You used to have the new pilot in the front and the instructor in back. It was really loud, no headsets were used, so the instructor used to get the pilot in front's attention by pulling on the back of his shirt. And so this is a symbol that, hey, I'm not pulling the back of your shirt anymore. You are doing this on your own. You have soloed. So thank you so much, guys and gals, for watching this. I do appreciate your support as always. You are amazing. Again, I hope you're staying positive. I hope you're staying hopeful. Hopefully this brought a little bit of a smile into your day. We'll see you next time with the next aviation video. And don't forget, guys and gals, be hopeful.